We're proud to be partnered with 4 amazing platforms that all bring value in different ways to one Leeds. Whether you love football, enjoy shopping smart, enjoy earning money, or finding new opportunities. BetMate plus a fresh twist on fantasy football. Pick your team, compete in real time based on match stats like goals, assists, and tackles, and win cash from community prize pools. There's no house advantage, it's player versus player, making it fair and fun. Shop G&O is another one of our sponsors. It's a stand against rising prices and corporate greed. Their mission is to give customers and businesses real value and real opportunities. You can get massive discounts and exclusive offers, earn rewards, points and prizes when you shop, auction platform with no crazy fees to sell your items, affiliate and network marketing to earn money promoting, vendor marketplaces, and every transaction supports the GNO Foundation, giving back transparently to people in need. Shop, earn, sell, support the community. GNO makes every transaction count. Looking for a new job or career move? Job Match Group connects people to real opportunities fast. They match your skills with employers actually hiring and give you support along the way. CV help, interview prep, job coaching, and exclusive roles you won't find on normal job boards. And our final sponsor today, Match Bingo. Imagine bingo, but based on live football events, goals, corners, cards. They fill your bingo card as the match happens. It's perfect for watch-alongs and makes even the dullest 0-0 entertaining. Play for cash jackpots and prizes in real time. And with our offer, new players can grab free or discounted entry games, plus special promos for big fixtures. These sponsors power the channel and they all offer something for you. Big thanks to them for supporting the channel, and make sure you check out the great offers.
Leeds on the offensive straight away. Jack Harrison here. Jack Harrison bringing the ball forward. He's played it into Pablo Hernandez, edge of the area. Hernandez goes for goal! What a start to the game! 17 seconds on the clock. It's got to be one of the quickest goals of the Sky Bet Championship season. Here's Cook. Cook goes for goal! And finds the back of the net in sensational fashion.
Jones now for Leeds. And McNabb only half stopping him. Jones getting it across. And Clark going in! And Alan Clark has put Leeds ahead! Live down under. Mark Viduka is a sporting god in Australia and now in West Yorkshire. Here he is again. It's Viduka. It's four. It's all his own work.
Well, hello everybody, my name is Conor McGillig and this is One Leeds and this is the Watchalong. What is going on in your world? Let me know in the comment section below. Brighton and Hove Albion versus Leeds United, game week 10. My goodness, the pressure is it on? I don't know. I don't know if it is on. I guess, look, worst case scenario, we're still above a point per game. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the fact that we've never won at the Amex. The last time we got something was at the Withdean in 2012, a 2-2 draw. My goodness. Could we ask for something equivalent today? I would absolutely snap both of your hands off for some sort of just draw. Just give us a draw. A draw down there would be exponentially good for morale, confidence, mentality, all of that comprised into one. But also, of course, the league table. It is 14:36. It is Saturday, the 1st of November. It is prime time. Saturday, baby. Leeds United time. What is going on in your world, everybody? The lineups for today. Lucas Perry remains in net for Leeds United. Jayden Bogle on the right side. Joe Rodon partnered with, I've said this midweek. I don't know whether the time is still going, by the way, but calm down. Calma. Let's just get that on the old pre-game. We haven't started the game yet. But yeah, Starting off the new partnership as well. Thank you, assistant. The partnership of Joe Rodon and Yaka Biol at the back. Now, we've said this about Daniel Farke before. I've said this to you guys. When a player is in, a player is in. This now means, in my opinion, that Pascal is probably not going to get back in. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Gabby Goodmanson. We thought he was injured. He's not. He is back after receiving a little bit of treatment last week. So the back five comprise of Lucas Perry, Jaden Bogle, Joe Rodon, Jack Biol, and of course, Gabby Goodmanson going into the midfield, of which we predicted again. And we're going to get onto the Brighton side, of which I think I've predicted down to a T. But the Leeds United midfield, no Anton Stark, Sean Longstaff, Ethan Ampadu, Al Tanaka in the midfield. Going further forward. Oh, this is where the DDD really comes into conversation here. The discourse, debate, and discussion. If you are new to One Leeds, and if you are new to One Leeds, welcome one, welcome all, of course. Brendan Aronson on that right-hand side, retaining his place after an all-star Brendan Aronson performance against West Ham United. Can he keep it up? That is the question. If you can do that every week, you never take him out. You never take him out. However, what I would say is up against Belieber, and I believe it's Ayari, the athleticism in the midfield is going to be very different to that of Souček and Irvine. Very different indeed. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. Dominic Calvert-Lewin leads the line. Of course, the returning Noah Okafor on that left-hand side. Going over to the Brighton side as well. They've got Vifa, Van Hecke, Dunk, Kariaglu, Verbruggen and net, of course. I think I've literally nailed this on the video this morning. Carlos Belieber, Ayari in the middle, Minter, Rutter, Diego Gomez, and Danny Welbeck. Guys, look, this is why you subscribe to One Leeds. I nailed that starting lineup on my prediction show this morning. Check that out if you just want some bonus bits after this, of course. We're not just focusing on the game, focusing on other little bits as well on Brighton's build-up. The key part of this is the central bit. Leeds can really gain momentum out wide, can exploit Brighton out wide as they build up in their 2-5-3 formation. The wing-back's going to be pushed very high. There's going to be a lot of pressure on Leeds United's back line. They've got to relieve that pressure by hitting Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Presumably, there is going to be a bit of a battle between Dunk and DCL in this game, or even Van Hecke in this game as well. It is a big, big game for DCL. Can we get players in around him? Can the trigger points be that for Brendan Aronson? And as soon as the ball goes to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, that is when you trigger. That is when you go in the line with him. That is when you win those second balls. Exactly the same with Noah Okafor. But Belieber and Ayari, I think the game is won and lost in midfield today. Can Leeds stay compact? Can we stay tight as a unit? Can we be profitable in that area? Let's have a look at what you guys are saying in the comment section below. Shout out to all of you who are in the building as well. Only logged on to see Connor's reaction. Good, man. That's what we like to see. My American Goat. Let's go. Yeah, indeed. Come on, the Mighty Whites. Hope you're good, Connor. Looking forward to this. Indeed, me as well, mate. Matt Stevens says, watch along together. Evening, Connor. Matt, I'd call it that. Watching along together. That's what I'd go with. But unfortunately, on the SEO YouTube algorithm, that wouldn't rank. So slightly annoying when it comes to that. But watch along together is a nice one. Blessings, Connor. Holy Ghost, great to see you in here, mate. Thank you so much. Blessings to yourself as well. So happy I was playing. MJ's back as well. Watching this on the way back from Leeds. Where have you been, mate? Come on, Leeds. Be all starting. Let's go. So PLZ work. Rajiv is in the building as well. Good afternoon, Connor. Kick off by 8:30 Indian time. Rajiv, where are you in India? Where are you, mate? I don't think I've ever asked, and that's quite rude of me to not ask. Interesting, of course. Apparently, it's a stunning country. So let us know in the comment section, mate. Excited about today's game. Should we be worried, really? Also, love your ambiguous look on the post-match video thumbnail. Wishing the best. If you haven't seen everybody, I've gone for a very, very Halloween-themed set of thumbnails today. I might be able to find it for you, but look, just look at the thumbnails for every video. I've gone with the Halloween theme. Do you like it? Shout out to Liam. Glasses suit you, mate. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. The fit in that big old. I've got, do you know what it is, mate? I've got a very, I don't know, I've got a small face. I think I've got a big fod. Incredible hairline. But like sort of big fod. So they're quite rounded. So I don't know. Maybe Harry Potter vibes. It's not great with the old earphones as well, mate. I look better without it, I think. Afternoon, Connor. Hi, Kelly. One of the patrons. Good to see you in here. Daniel says, Leeds playing on my birthday. A win here would be great. George says, 0-0 nailed on. South India, formerly Madras Chennai. Have I got that right? Yeah, good to see that, mate. Just finished work and switched on. Looking forward to it today, mate. AK says as well, not me over here singing Watch Along Together. Indeed, pal, indeed. Went up to Burley Park in Leeds Leeds after having a good night out last night. Love the Halloween thumbnails and hello chat and Connor. Hello, MJ. Paul says smash a like as well. Give my best to Hermione, please. But was that Benjamin Bloom? Is Benjamin Bloom kind of classed as Hermione? I'll take that. I'll take that. Indeed. But yeah, look, I don't know what you were thinking in the comment section below, people. It's good that we've logged on. There's sort of like 15 to 18 minutes left till kickoff. I don't think there's anything sort of out there of which we need to talk about in terms of maybe like outstanding selection. I think the beautiful thing about Leeds is today we've got a full plethora of players to pick on, which is amazing. I literally cannot remember that even in the championship days, to be quite honest with you. So let's have a look. Someone, I think you've got a couple of Brighton fans saying, what have they said? The most obvious draw ever. Just seeing that on Twitter. If it's a draw, absolutely fantastic. That would take Leeds United to 12 points, I believe. But this would be excellent. Absolutely excellent. Let's have a look at the Leeds United bench as well, which unfortunately we don't have on the old data packs. Let's have a quick look. You guys can get my reaction on the bench. I'm sure it's absolutely perfect. Look at anyway, I'm not going to say that. Right, okay. Yeah, on the bench we have Darlow, Justin, Strout, Gruev, Stack, Harrison, James, Metcha, Peru. In terms of okay. No Nonso. Aren't Leeds weird, guys? Aren't Leeds weird? Now, on the training video, isn't it weird how they just put out like, Willie returns. And you think to yourself, like from a PR perspective, you think, Willie returns. Amazing. He's going to be in the squad. That's what Farke said as well. Isn't it strange how Leeds work? Because they do this quite a bit in terms of just throwing it out there and then just bringing it back. Like, I was convinced that Nonto would be on the bench today. Clearly not, unless Farke's like left him out of the squad for selection, because we've got effectively two wingers on the bench anyway. A striker, two strikers, two wingers, two CDMs, and two defenders. Maybe that's what it is. And a goalkeeper. Bizarre. I didn't expect that. I expected Nonto to be on the bench. Obviously, I've not seen that. So that's a bit of a shame. I don't expect, look, Nonto came on against Fulham for 1 minute. So I don't think Farke would have even, because obviously he's come back from injury. He's not played for 5 or 6 weeks. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're just saving him for Forest. But yeah, shame to not see him on there. Shame to not see him. But at least James will be coming on, presumably, at a good level of fitness as well. Maybe picked up a niggle. Nonto only trained a little bit, apparently. Just weird that they said, like, normally on the training video, they'll say like, you know, so-and-so returns, and you expect it. Like, that was the first bit. Look, I'm a YouTuber. I know how to make a title attractive. And that's clearly what they've done. Willie Gnonto returns is like, or Willie's back or whatever it was. And you think, oh, brilliant. He's going to be in the lineup at least. Maybe not the lineup, but the squad. And not there at all. Very, very odd. Take a point, but you never know. Football is a funny old game. Why not Nonto? Do you know what, Sam? I think that's a really good point. I think in the future, we're going to have to start really having a discussion now Willie Gnonto's back about who is omitted from the squad. And I think you're going to actually see probably Joel Peru, or it should be at least Joel Peru, being omitted from that side, in my opinion, because let's have a look at this, right? You've got Darlow needs to be there as a goalkeeper. James Justin, who has to be there with Gabby, obviously, and Justin being that sort of deputy for him. Strout needs to be on there, obviously. Gruev, it feels like Farke's a fan of in that CDM role, if, you know, and it feels like very special. Now, there is a conversation about Gruev because Stat can play as a 6. So does Gruev actually need to be on the bench? So I think it's probably because Harrison's obviously going to be on there. James obviously going to be on there. Metch is going to be on there, obviously. I think because Peru is the third striker right now, and I get it's game specific. When Willie Gnonto's back, there is a genuine conversation of who's on the bench. Is it Gnonto or Peru? And I will go Gnonto every day and twice on a Sunday because I think Peru is a very different type of striker, but that striker's not been utilised ever, really. Spurs game, he came on, didn't he, I think? The rest of them, how many minutes has he had? Let's have a look. Peru minutes. Let's have a look how many minutes he had this season. I could be wrong, but he has had, and he's fit, by the way. He is fit. He's had 164 minutes against Everton. Crazy how we played. You completely forget about this, don't you? Everton, he played up front for 78 minutes. Arsenal was the abomination of a forward line show on 58 minutes. Then he's been on the bench Newcastle, bench Fulham, bench Wolves, bench Tottenham. Bench Bournemouth. Tottenham, he came on for 10 minutes. Burnley came on for 17 minutes, pointless sub. On the bench, West Ham. Yeah, so he's just not playing, is he, really? And having any sort of impact. I think when Willian Yonto comes back, there's got to be some sort of impact. Willian Yonto, for me, should be starting week in, week out anyway. That's just my point of view. I like Aronson. I do like Aronson, but I'm not going to say Aronson should be starting because he's had a good performance against a non-athletic West Ham side. If he proves it today, if Aronson plays today and he's brilliant, look, we're having a conversation. We're having a conversation. Then he backs it up again against Forest, we're having a conversation. But yeah, I get why he's starting today, Brendan, but there's still massive question marks for me. And you guys probably will be there on the post show when I'm saying he's made X, Y, Z decision wrong. And I hope that's not true. And it's like, I haven't got an agenda. I just have seen enough of Brendan Aronson over 5 years to get myself a little bit of a picture with him, and one good performance against West Ham's not just going to sort of eradicate everything I do know about Brendan Aronson in terms of his playing style. So Nonto for me always starts with Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Noah Okafor. I think that's our most technical front three. But yeah, interesting when it looks to that last bench option from my perspective. Niall says, come on, the boys. Shout out to Niall, Patreon as well. Hope for Danny Welbeck is a bad game and we should be okay. Mate, Welbeck's a monster. He's a monster. He's getting so much better with age, so much better. And I mentioned this on the preview show, left or right foot. He's explosive. He's good in the air, like 6'1". He's athletic. Welbeck's a problem. He's a big problem. So yeah, interesting. Mike says it's strange for sure leaving him out, especially when he's back fit. Yeah, definitely. Mike says I truly hope Farke doesn't set us up like Fulham away for a point. See, Mike, I disagree with that. Because I think you go look, don't let their league position fool you. This is a team who at home haven't lost since February. Okay, it's November the 1st now. They've not lost since February. Don't let that league table completely take you out of it. Brighton are a very, very good team. Very good team. Now, already this season, they've got back-to-back 6-0s. Now, that's in the cup competition, but still, it's not against, wayward opponents. Not only that, they've beaten Newcastle at home, Man City at home, and there's another. Sure, they've beaten another big dog at home. Newcastle, Man City. Let's have a quick look at the fix. And look, there is going to be a positive at the end of this, of course. I'm not just saying this because it's like, oh, we're going to lose. Brighton have beaten Newcastle at home. Obviously, they beat Chelsea away. There's another big one, I'm sure there is. Oh, they drew to Tottenham. So they beat City. Yeah, beat City at home. Drew to Tottenham at home. Beat Newcastle at home. Now, look, not many teams are going to beat Newcastle this season. I think overall, how to look at it is I think Leeds have got to be clever. This technically is our most difficult game yet. It is our most difficult game yet because Farke's got to really, really demonstrate how he's a top coach here, a proper Premier League coach, because it's going to be very difficult for him to set the pressing traps, when we can play, when we can't play, when to go long, when to not go long. Brighton are very, very aggressive, very fast, and they've got technically able players. If we go toe-to-toe with them, we're going to get picked off. We'll lose this game 4-0 if we go toe-to-toe with them because we're not good enough to go toe-to-toe with them. No way. So how we've got to really... what I would like Leeds to do for this game is to be quite methodical about it. Stay in the game for the first 30 minutes. Really important. Stay in the game for the first 30 minutes. Then after that, when you gain a bit of confidence, you gain a measure on the opponent, you start to set these traps of which if they're coming forward with their fullbacks, you then start to really set the traps of being able to go forward, being able to counter-attack, and really maybe flooding 3 or 4 bodies forward. In the first 30 minutes for me, you've got to hit Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's got to get us up the pitch. We aren't going to have a lot of the ball. That doesn't mean you're not going to have a lot of control without the ball. I think that's a myth because you can still create chances without the ball, in my opinion, especially if you're going direct. But I think you've got to really pick your moments. You've got to really, really pick the moments of when to go for this Brighton side because they're an exceptional side. For me, they're a Champions League side. It's just that consistent that they need to get. Oh, dear. Deary me. Not reading that one out. Paul says, afternoon, Connor. I think we'll shot a lot of people today. Runs have to come to an end sometime. Tanaka starting is a Connor dream coming true. Always, mate. Best technical midfielder we've got. Let's have a look. Welbeck will be in Big Joe's pocket. Andrew says, hi, Connor and everyone else. Glad we have the same side today. Chris says, I'm in Sydney and it's already Sunday. And I can tell you that Leeds won the game 5-1. It was an unbelievable result. Good lads. Thanks, Chris. You kind of got me going there a little bit. I kind of thought, really? Am I in a sort of different element of time? How good can Brighton possibly be? We ask ourselves. Sai says Brighton struggled until Chelsea had 10 men. Newcastle, in my opinion, were better than them, and they bottled a 2-0 lead. Yeah. No, 100%, Sai, 100%. And look, it'd probably be, if we got a result here, it'd be the result of the season. Result of the season. If we got, and you got to take the context of our form against Brighton. I think Brighton are a very good team. I think it's my personal perspective. I think they are a very good team, very well coordinated. Herzler's a brilliant manager. They've got a variance of systems. They've got a lot of really good depth. You look at Diego Gomez coming in for Mitoma. You know, he's just a ridiculous replacement for arguably your best player. You've got someone coming in who could arguably replace Mitoma in the long term anyway and be better than him. So they've got a lot of talent in that side. But I've said to you guys before, and I've said this on the preview show this morning, right, and throughout the week, stay compact, be intelligent with your movement and your press, set traps. Longstaff's got to be important. Exploit them out wide, of which they are vulnerable. They are beatable. They're not well, they could be a top-class team, but they are beatable. And that run has got to change at some point. They are 13th, we're 15th, obviously. But if Leeds are able to win today, we go to 14 points. Leeds could climb into the top half of the table if we were to win today, you know? And there are going to be moments where we suffer. Big moments where we suffer today for sustained periods. But Brighton have won 3 games this year. They've lost 3 games this year and drawn 3 games this year. So there hopefully is a little bit of positivity for Leeds there. Mark's in the building. Hi, Mark. Hi, Connor. Hi, mate. I have a positive gut feeling today. Predicting a 1-2 win for us today. Connor's got me worried now. No, mate. Aronson, masterclass. Draw here would be huge. Grandson says 4-0. Shout out to Bob's grandson. That's great. Yeah, that's great. I hope you're right, mate. Dan says, did you know Welbeck's dad is a... I don't know if you've been serious, mate. Have I just missed something there? Maybe it's because I'm tired. What about Nonso versus Okafor? I don't think that would be it. Mike says, let's go, Connor. DCL 2-0. I won't be surprised to see Leeds try offload Nonso within the next year. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of people just don't like Nonso, do they? They just do not like Nonso. I find it peculiar, you know. I do find it peculiar. I don't really get it, but look, it is what it is. Okay, Chris says as well, I do fancy some set pieces against Brighton, but will be a very tough game. That's where we've got to hurt them, mate. So that's what I mean with the whole suffering thing. We're going to have to suffer to get these. But we, like, for instance, before the West Ham game, Brendan at Burnley was, I thought, poorer on the ball. And he admitted that, didn't he? And he had a big chance. You simply have to take your chances against Brighton. And if you don't, you'll just get beat. Just get beaten because they are going to take their chances. They're great finishers. That's the thing with Brighton. You see all of them scoring. That's the thing. You see all of them scoring. So 0-1, me too. People in the chat are my messages on. They are, Stevie. Tim says, I'm really worried about our next 2 months fixtures. Sorry, our next 2 month fixtures, as we have to work our nuts off just to manage draw or last minute goal leak. Today will be a good barometer. It will. And if we can get something today, I think not that we give a shit about what the general media says anyway, but I think there'll be a common consensus that Leeds are going to be seriously competitive this season. This would be like, I don't know, us going to Palace and getting a point, or us going to like a top side and getting a point. I think this is on the level of Tottenham. You know, if we were to go, they've got a better home record than Tottenham. So if we were to go to like, it'd be, if we had to get a point at Brighton today, it'd be the equivalent of going to Bournemouth, Tottenham, and just off maybe Chelsea. Because Brighton have got literally a better home record than like Chelsea. Might even be on the same level as Newcastle, you know. Might even be on the same level as Newcastle. But this would be a top point. Brownie said to me, I'd take a point. I was like, you take a point? I'd absolutely snap your hands off for a point. But it's all about remaining disciplined. What will annoy me today is if we go behind within sort of like 10, 15 minutes. That'll annoy me. Leeds have got to really step up to it. Be compact. There's got to be a game plan here. No sound. What do you mean no sound, Imad? Strange. Sound is okay. Yeah, we might have a troll there. Keith says, come on, guys, let's hit the like button. Guys, all of you who are commenting, all of you are in the building. Just for one Leeds, it means, and these match days are big for the channel, as you guys know. Do me a favor, all slap a like. We're here together. Slap a like on the video. This community is growing, and I love you all for it. Thank you so much. Slap a like on the video. Connor, we'll have a troll in there, mate. You just get some weapons who come in and think they're going to disrupt everything. And that's the 2 minutes of fame getting read out here when they say audio shit and they try panic everybody, but it's fine, mate. It's fine. Thank you. And I recognize the randomers who come in and say that spam accounts. But guys, do us a favor. As I say, slap a like on the video. Do me a favor. Michael Oliver Effin. Sujal says can't go toe to toe, but don't want us to sit back. Yeah, mate. That's the targeted press. It's the targeted, moments that you're going to have. Leeds are going to have a lack of moments in this, but we've got to be really, really clinical when we do get them. Time to remember the fallen soldiers, of course, mate. Of course. Okay, what's Herzl wearing today? Normally you get their manager wearing some crazy stuff as well. Some crazy stuff. Right, we are nearly into it. So once again, Brighton, should we go through the lineups before we kick off? Let's have a look. Verbruggen, Vifa, Van Hecke, Dunk, Karaoglu, Baliba, Ayari, Minter, Rutter, Diego Gomez, and Danny Welbeck. Leeds United side going into this one, as we all know, probably the strongest we could go for at this moment in time. If some of you don't want Nonto in there, Bogle, Rodon, Beal, Goodmanson, Longstaff, Ampadu, Tanaka, forgot Perry in there, Aronson, Calvert-Lewin, and Noah Okafor. Okafor huge today. 3-1 Leeds. My fire stick's gone. Tickle that like button. Yeah, do us a favor, everybody. Don't forget to start the timer. I won't, mate. Don't worry, not this time. Guys, and as well, I always say this at the very beginning of proceedings. If this is your first one Leeds experience, some of the regulars, what would I say? I'll try not to swear. I really will. I'll try not to swear. Sometimes I get a bit heated when it comes to Leeds United, as you guys all know. Very passionate. What I will say as well, a little bit of a disclaimer. What I would do is if you can pause your bits to mine, that makes the viewing experience a little bit better for you guys. And what I would say is slap a like on the video, stay with me for the instant match reaction, and all that sort of good stuff. Come on, Leeds, we got this. Poor Georgie. Andrew says, one of the patrons. Hi, Andrew. Hope you caught my message on Patreon as well, buddy. There's a strong vibe. I feel like that we don't get any from this one, but like you say, it's now. If Farke gets something from this, it's the right result. Honestly, it's a top result. And they have got 7 out. Solly March, James Milner, Matoma. They've got a fair few bodies out. But let's be honest, it's a very, very well-established and very well-constructed Brighton side over the past 10 years, really. Brilliant club, of which I would love us to emulate in terms of recruitment, etc. Jimmy says, what is the beef with Nonto? Mate, I think the beef with Nonto is Leeds fans expect him to be at a certain level that he's not at yet. And I think that's what it is, honestly. But yeah, I've always found it a bit odd, but I get it. George says, can't watch Leeds and not swear. It's hard, mate. It's hard, this club. I was speaking to a mate the other day and he went, I get why you're so passionate, because it's so crazy when it comes to Leeds consistently. You never know what you're going to get. And if there is a record there to be broken, Leeds will break it. And that's the problem. When you see the whole thing of it's like, oh, Leeds are on 11 points. Oh, the poppy thing's good here at Brighton. That's nice. There's a bit of a red segment in the middle. The players are all standing round for that as well. Guys, I don't know if you're on my level yet. We are at 3 o'clock. So the game might have kicked off. Presumably it has. Let me know in the comment section below if it has kicked off for you yet. But for me, it hasn't. And presumably it's because of the fallen soldiers, etc. So the game shouldn't have kicked off yet, I don't think. So, yeah. Hi, Loaf. Good to see you, mate. Oh, it's brilliant from Brighton, that. There we go. Fallen Soldiers, really nice little put on there by Brighton. Really nice. James says, hi, Connor. Hoping for a draw today. Watching Leeds like been on the biggest giant roller coaster in the world. It's horrendous, but we do get the good rides, don't we? We do get the good rides at some point. We do get that huge rush when we do get it right. Come on then, boys. Come on. As I say, everybody, slap a like on the video. Leeds United down away at Brighton. The return of Jorginho Rutter. But who cares? This is Leeds United's day. Come on, boys. Let's go. Okay. Whew. Milner should be in this Leeds side, says Brian Dickinson. I agree with you, Brian. That should have been something that we should have prioritised as well, in my opinion, if there was an offer in there. To maybe get him. I agree with you. I think it'd have been a brilliant addition in terms of experience as well, of which seems to be this prevalent thing now. So, and Milner still at 39 is going strong in terms of fitness, etc. So I completely agree with you, mate. Completely agree. John B, thank you all for being respectful. Here we go. Here we go. Right, Leeds kicking off already. Gee, my lord, they are quick. The forward line is quick. Okay. Ball pumped forward. Van Hecker back to the goalkeeper. Verbruggen having to come out. I don't know why. I've got a feeling Leeds might get an early goal here. I've got a feeling Leeds might get an early goal. And then hang on for the next like 700 billion minutes, which it will feel like. Okay. Right. Already. Big 20, 25 minutes for Leeds. I feel like this is going to be a long game. A long game. Belieber, Van Hecker. Brighton have got it at the back. Ball played forward. Minter. Well done. Goodmanson. First battle there. Goodmanson wins it. Okafor gives it back to Van Hecker at the back for Brighton. And away comes Minter. One of the danger men. Jorginho Rutter. Brighton just... obviously, in the first minute, just had a little bit more of the ball than Leeds United, of course. Interestingly enough, they are pressing very high. It's a back two, basically, for Brighton, and their fullbacks push extremely high. So if you're not watching the game right now, Brighton's right back and left back are acting as wingers. They are wingers, so they've got a back two at the minute, and this is what spreads play for them. This is why Leeds have got to be really careful. Belieber. Dunk. And we just have to suffer here, which is fine. This is fine. Just keep your structure, Leeds. Keep your structure. Minter. Has the ball again. Jakob Minter. Up against Okafor. About 10 yards from the Leeds United area. Belieber. First shot on goal. Inside 2 minutes. Slow the game down, Leeds. Belieber. Hitting it from about 30 yards. Do you know what I would say about everybody as well in the chat? What Leeds do have to realise is that in this game, in comparison to Brighton, what Leeds can't do is respect them too much. So we have got to be aggressive, but being aggressive doesn't mean that Leeds United have to be pressing all the time, but we've got to be aggressive in this game. We can't just let Brighton pop us off. Tanaka. Joe Rodon leads his first bit of possession here, building out from the back. Brighton will press is extremely high, so he's got to be a little bit careful here. Little pressing traps by Welbeck and Minter. Beal knocks it long. Okay. Brilliant. Oh, excellent from Dominic Calvert-Lewin to Noah Okafor. Oh, Okafor. He had a chance, Noah Okafor. First battle there, Dominic Calvert-Lewin up against Dunk. For those people who genuinely don't believe that Dominic Calvert-Lewin is an effective measurement for Leeds United to just get out of our own area, there's your example. He beats Lewis Dunk in the area. I think Dunk's about 3 inches bigger than him. Brilliant leap on him. Okafor should have done better there. This is the knock. He got the knock on and should have done better there, in my opinion. Jorginho Rutter, first touch of the ball. Jakob Minter up against Goodmanson. Task for him. Well done, Al Tanaka, who gets involved there. Al Tanaka. Tanaka then getting in the way of Noah Okafor. Focus and concentration again by Leeds United. Just got to be careful there. Stack is dropped, yeah. Kadioglu. Ayari. Leeds in a very, very deep block here in terms of defensive structure. Vifa. Bit of space out wide here. That's what Leeds want to do, though. Force Brighton outside for those balls in the box. They want to try build up centrally. You don't want that. Belieber plays the ball. Leeds forcing a few mistakes here early on. Good stuff. Goal kick. Belieber gets the ball, tries to play it out wide. Goes out for a goal kick. Don't mind it. Not a bad start from Leeds. No, it's only sort of like four minutes in, but you know, first 30 minutes, keep it 0-0. Very, very got to be very focused. I think this is probably like top 3 or 4 games in the Premier League where focus has got to be so key. Perry plays the ball out wide. Goodmanson. Leeds got to keep hold of the ball. Dominic Calvert-Lewin loses it. Leeds win it back. Nice latte. Thank you. Thanks so much. Lovely, lovely frothy latte. Settled well. Jacobiel. Goes long again. Okay, poor effort there from Yaka. It's given no Roquefort no chance. Lee's trying to force it back to the Brighton goalkeeper, Verbruggen. Van Hecker. Lewis Dunk. Good shape by Leeds. Belieber. Tanaka almost pressing on Belieber quite a bit as well. Tanaka looks like the most forward Leeds player. Midfield look like they've almost gone man for man, which is good. I like that strategy. Van Hecker goes long, plays the ball over the top. Here we go. First Brighton opportunity. Jorginho Rutter up against Gabby Goodmanson. Goodmanson does well. Goodmanson does really well. Well done, Gabby. He's had a good start to the game. He's up. This will be Gabby Goodmanson's toughest task yet. He's up against Jakob Minter and he's up against Jorginho Rutter because Rutter likes to file down that right-hand side. Combination play between Rutter and Minter is very problematic, but that is excellent. Excellent reading of the game. I absolutely love Gabby Goodmanson. Could be saying this too early, but now Leeds have a throw-in really deep in our own half, which is going to be difficult. You got to just go down the line there, Gabby. Gabby's trying to go inside, but Belieber's pressing on Tanaka. Gabby goes long. DCL goes up for it. Longstaff does well. No Okafor on the ball now. Cuts inside. Lovely little feet by Okafor. Can he go long? He has gone long. Excellent ball. Oh, can Bogle get there? Oh, it's nearly a lovely ball by Noah Okafor. Trying to spread play there. Played about a 40, 50-yard pass and just went a little bit beyond Jayden Bogle. Good start by Leeds, though. Good start. Karaoglu on the throw. Can we press him in there? Can we press in there? Leeds don't want to press too high, but there's opportunities there when they've got a deep throw in. Verbruggen now for Brighton. As we know with them, the goalkeepers are pretty much centre midfielders. Lewis Dunk. Leeds not really pressing, to be honest, on Brighton's back line whatsoever. And I think that's because they're trying to isolate Dominic Calvert-Lewin in doing that because they don't want the midfield to be, to be exploited a little bit there. Okay, Leeds win it back. I mean, that's a free kick, you shithouse, Oliver. High foot there. High foot. And I think Joe Rodon... Oh, no. Well done. Ampadu gets rid of it. There's a high foot there, basically. A high foot. And I thought that there was going to be a free kick there given by Michael Oliver. And for some reason, Michael Oliver continued. It's literally a high foot. High foot on Joe Rodon's face. Rodon backs out of it. And because he backs out of it, we don't get it. Minter on the ball anyway. Van Hecker, the centre-back, who is now in Leeds United's half and is acting almost as a central midfielder. Really poor officiating there from the shithouse Michael Oliver. Van Hecker. Ball through. Trying to find the gaps here. Ball played out wide. Minter. Ball in. Early ball in. Perry. Doesn't find anyone. Perry goes early. Jayden Bogle now on the right-hand side. Galloping onwards, as we've seen Jayden do multiple times. Heavy touch, but still has it. Lovely little flick on Brendan Harrison. Don't lose it. Okay. Can Leeds get a little bit of possession here? Tanaka. Come on, lads. That's just, when the ball needs to find midfielders, even just when you're not under that amount of pressure. Come on. Bogle. That was it's a push by Lewis Dunk. Leeds don't get a free kick because all of a sudden I can't stand Michael Oliver. And he's giving me penalty to Brighton in 95th minutes territory. Joe Rodon on the ball anyway. Leeds had a throw back to Rodon. Rodon goes into the midfield, been pressed there. Aronson, who pelts the ball back to Sean Longstaff. Perry on the ball. Oh, Perry's played a fucking hospital pass. He's played a hospital pass. Gomez. Saved by Perry. Sort your kicking out, mate. Sort your kicking out. Perry is just given an absolute hospital pass to Ethan Ampadu. First shot, and this is what I mean by concentration. Stupid bits like that, and it's always been embedded in this Leeds United side for years. Stupid, idiotic moments where it encourages the opposition to press high. Awful ball by Lucas Perry. Gives Ampadu a hospital pass in central defensive midfield. Yari picks it up as a strike on goal. It's really, really poor by Lucas Perry. Moments like that can take the game away from you. Just you're playing a ball centrally. Just get it at least on Ethan Ampadu's open foot so he can play it. He's played it way too far ahead of him. Poor from Lucas Perry. Doesn't inspire confidence that with the goalkeeper in terms of kicking. Really doesn't. Vifa. Van Hecker. Goes long. Please got to play. Yeah, it goes out of play. Fulham 1, Wolves 0. Good for Leeds, that. Rice says, does it look like we're setting up not to lose? No, we kind of go for that counter-attack thing. Ash's in the building. Hi, mate. How's it going? The third kit's growing on me, Connor. Do you have a link for the discount? I don't, mate. I don't. They were doing the whole thing. I got a message from, I think it was Fanatics, about the whole Leeds kit stuff, but I was just very much like, why would I... Like, and hopefully in the future, but Kadioglu with the throw here, by the way. Oh, dear. Leeds head it out. Strike again. Blocked. But I was going to do the whole, like, Fanatics link. Basically, we get a portion. Oh, yeah, they're in. They're in. 1-0 Brighton. There we go. And it's Danny Welbeck. There's a fucking shock. Yeah, there you go. Well, it's just... Yeah. I don't really know what else to say to that. It's so easy. So easy. It's been coming. It's just it's so obvious, the result. It's like, this is what I mean when everybody's trying to tell me to be positive for it. It's really difficult because it's so obvious, the result. 1-0 already. Easiest piss, Danny Welbeck. Literally, as we said on the preview. Minter gets the ball. Gabby gets dragged out. Gabby can't then track, and there's no one's within 5 yards of Danny Welbeck. Who's tracking Welbeck? Minter plays the ball over. Good little bit of football. Beefer, not easy. As easy as it comes. Or they make it look easy, but yeah, Perry's in fucking no man's land again. Like, I liked him in the West Ham game, but that kick where he's putting his under, I don't know. I don't know what more he could do there, but he's coming down and he's just not. I'm just so sick of fucking losing to Brighton. It's 10 minutes. Fucking hell, it's game over after 10 minutes. It literally is. I don't think we've scored at the Amex. I genuinely don't think we've scored at the Amex. No, we haven't. We've not scored a goal. And it's literally following the exact same blueprint. Like, we always concede in the first half at the Amex, and then we end up conceding the second later on. It's so frustrating. 10 fucking minutes. Jesus Christ. But yeah, he's coming out there, Perry, and he's just not making himself look big. It's not definitive, is it? We're getting killed. And he hesitated as well, I thought. Hesitated when he's... So Leeds might as well just press high now. Leeds have won the ball back. No, and then he gives away a free kick. Ampaducci kicks him. Yeah, we might as well just press high now. Because the thing is, we're just going to be like sitting ducks, aren't we? They're 1-0 up now. So you might as well just press really high. Yeah, 2 or 3-0, whatever. But we're all expecting that anyway. Do you know what I mean? You might as well press high and be aggressive. Oh, God. Nah, we're just getting, like, bullied. Getting bullied. We look a little bit scared here. Gomez. Beef. They just look mild. They just look so much quicker than us. Ayari. Kadioglu. Van Hecker. Inter. If we carry on like this is probably going to be 5-0. I'm not even lying. We're just sitting like with. The thing is, what do you do now? You're down in 10 minutes, which, let's be honest, and fucking Aronson just heads it straight back to Brighton. You're down in 10 minutes, which, look, I expected us to probably lose this game. I think I put down as a prediction like 3-1. But you've got to at least be aggressive now. Minter. Ball in. Corner. Yeah, I mean, we're not getting out at the minute. It's just so annoyingly predictable. It's so annoyingly predictable how this game goes every single time. And they're a very good team, but yeah, now we're just sort of low blocking and letting them build up with the centre backs. There's no point because, as I've said 1,500 times, we're just sitting ducks. It's going to end up being 6-0. It obviously won't, but you know what I mean. It's just kind of you inviting pressure, aren't you? It's very respectful. Ball in. Just over the bar again for Brighton. At some point, we're going to have to try and get our foot on this game. That's probably now like 4 or 5 shots on goal. And we're 1-0 down. So at some stage, we've kind of got to look at trying to at least exert ourselves on this game. But yeah, Leeds 1-0 down, and it's looking like it's probably going to be a fair few more at the minute. Hope I'm wrong, but it's extremely comfortable. I'd love to know the stats right now. It's just very respectful, isn't it? It's like, yeah, and look, once again, guys, the context is I get Brighton are a very good side, but you got to be a bit more confident than this. I mean, we literally can't, we cannot get forward. I mean, maybe that's because of how good they are, but yeah, I mean, we cannot get, we're going long to DCL. I mean, you can't, like, I'm not just blaming him, but you can't play Aronson against Brighton. You just can't. It's like playing, and some of you'll say I've got agendas. He's just, the technical level on the pitch is too good. It's just too good. The technical level of the football players are too good on the pitch. Like West Ham, you can see it a little bit because they've got a lack of athleticism and quality, but I'm not just blaming him, by the way. I'm not just blaming Aronson, but it's like even there where Dominic Calvert-Lewin's going up for a header and Aronson's just looking at the ball like that. Can't do that. Rutter. Yeah, Leeds are just getting pulled everywhere. If you're not watching it, guys, Leeds are getting pulled from pillar to post there. We don't really know what's going on. It's very respectful. It doesn't fit. It doesn't feel like we've had a sustained bit of pressure. At this point, you've just got to keep it 1-0. You've got to keep it 1-0. Midfield's getting absolutely gobbled up. There's no options for the centre-backs, to be fair. But like Beliebers all over Ampadu. Just keep it 1-0 at the minute. That's all we've got to do. Tanaka. Joe Rodon. Tanaka. But we've got to be braver at some point. You see what I mean? Because we all know what we're like. We're lateral. We're back. It's keeping hold of the ball. But at some point, there's got to be some sort of penetration for us to get up the pitch. Because otherwise, it's just back. They press higher. Better from Leeds. Here we go. First chance. Jayden Bogle. No. Take a fucking touch. Oh God! I'm praying that it's the best chance Leeds have got. Bogle at sort of Sean Longstaff. Leeds go forward at last. Longstaff plays a really good ball because their fullbacks are pressing so high. He doesn't need to put it in straight away. Bogle puts it in first time, and it's a yard ahead of DCL. He could have took a touch, got himself into the box, and then explored his options. Instead, he's fired it quickly across. DCL was never in the position to put that ball in the back of the net. But that's what we said on the preview. That's the way he can hurt Brighton. That is where you can hurt Brighton. It's when they're pushing the fullback so high up and you're able to maybe do something. You may be able to do something in behind the fullbacks. Bit of encouragement from Leeds United there, though. Oh, God, Bogle. I love him so much, but take your time a bit there. You didn't need to do it that quickly. Oh, opportunity for Leeds, though, to get back into the game. Beal, first moment for Leeds there, though. Michael Oliver ignoring the fact that Tanaka's just been stamped on. But Leeds have got to move this ball quickly and more incisively go. So really simply, if you're not watching the game, anytime, and I get what Leeds are trying to do, but anytime Leeds hold the ball and are doing what we normally do, which is pass backwards, lateral, at points to really gain momentum. When Leeds start doing that, Brighton press you high. And when they press you high, there's a problem. Okay, but Leeds have the ball now. Aronson, don't lose it. Pass it. Pass it. Wins a free kick. Well done. Well done. But that's what's happening. So when Leeds are passing it along the back and in midfield, and like we've seen, and we kind of know we sometimes get a little bit too lateral, Brighton then push everybody forward and they're very fit. So they press you forward and then you go back to Perry and then the ball's either going to go between the centre-backs or the centre midfield and they might try and intercept it. So when you have the option to go forward against Brighton, you've got to. And that's why they're so well drilled, they can force you to do that. And that's where they'll try to pick up on another mistake about, when you're trying to get forward. But Longstaff's over this. It's a free kick about 30 yards out. I don't have much hope for this, to be honest. It's kind of where you want a more techie player with the greatest of respect. I'd love like Okafor over this. Okay. Longstaff, probably about 30 yards out here. Good if we could try test the keeper. Longstaff. Yeah, that's fucking exactly how I expected it to go. Why are we having Longstaff? I know you all absolutely love him, but whatever you might say, he's not there. Technically, he's just not there. He's just not there. Like, you could have Stack or Tanaka or Okafor doing that. You can't have fucking Sean Longstaff taking a free kick from 30 yards out, and he just hits it 30 yards over the bar. Waste. Again. But better from Leeds. Never a foul. Leeds have the ball again. Much better this from Leeds. Leeds have woken up. Okay, Jayden Bogle. Good ball. Oh, Longstaff. Look, corner Leeds. Come on. Here we go. Let's go. Come on. Corner Leeds. It's much better. It's annoying because if this was 0-0 and you just, like we said in the preview, let them get into the game. Let them have a lot of the ball. Just defend your area. Then you start. This is exactly how we panned it out in the preview. Then you get into it after 20, 30 minutes. Fortunately, Leeds have just conceded. But if you don't do that, and once again, we're 1-0 down again in the Premier League, you've got to start staining games more. Because now we're having a good bit of pressure. Longstaff puts it in. Laces through it this time. Rodon. Oh. Aronson, back out to Longstaff. Longstaff, where are you going? Just, oh, fuck's sake, Longstaff. Use your brain. Sean Longstaff passes it to Rutter. Fuck's sake. Leeds win it back. Well done, Ampadu. Well done. Don't go back. Ampadu goes back. Leeds have it. Well done, DCL. Aronson, pass it. Pass it. Fucking pass it! Why won't you pass the ball, Brendan Aronson? Aronson loses the ball. Belieber gets it off him. Oh, God, that man. Pass the ball. He has to always take it beyond the man another time and then fall over. The Leeds growing into the game, guys, but some of the decision-making we have is so brain-dead. Longstaff gets the ball back from a corner, passes it to Jorginho Rutter. Simple. Brendan Aronson gets beyond his man. Then you think, pass it to the ongoing winger who's gone beyond you in terms of Jayden Bogle at that point. He doesn't. He tries to go past his man again, then loses the ball and falls over. Simple footballing decisions of which you use your brain. Some of our players at points are just so frustrating with. Aronson. Longstaff goes over the top. No, it's never going to get there. Never going to get there in a month of Sundays. Leeds just maybe lacking that quality. But do not put Sean Longstaff on free kicks. Look, I know some of you. I like Sean. He's putting a lot of endeavour, energy, but he's exactly what Sean Longstaff has always been. Do you know what I mean? Exactly what he's always been. And he's not a set piece taker. Why is no Okafor not going up to him and saying, I want the ball? I'm a winger. I'm our top scorer. Let me have it. Sean Longstaff. What are we doing here? Oh, really good football by Brighton. Leeds win it back, then give it straight back to Rutter. Leeds win it back. Tanaka. Longstaff, there's a lack of bravery here when we get the ball back to really sort of throw people forward, I think. Still a little bit wary of Brighton Leeds are at the minute. We keep the ball, keep the ball, keep the ball. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's got to be quick and incisive. Here comes Rodon. Better. Ampadu. Plays the ball forward. Good. Goodmanson. Back to Ampadu. Could have gone in the middle there. Longstaff wanted it centrally. We've gone backwards again. There's options, guys. That's why I get frustrated with this sometimes, because it's an easy option to pass backwards. There's options for Leeds to go forward. There really is. And you are, and we're doing it again here. And we've gone all the way back to Perry. So you basically entice Brighton with a press, because Leeds just decide, instead of going for the forward option, we'll go backwards, and that gives Brighton the time to press forward. But what we do have is, when Brighton press forward, space behind. Beale's look decent. It's the best Brighton performance I've seen in a while in terms of us actually going down there. Here we go. Space, Jayden Bogle again. Ball in. These balls in are just doing nothing, are they? They're just doing absolutely nothing. Every time these balls are floated in, they're just, I think, Dunk's marshalling DCL pretty well. Oh, Okafor's on the deck. Referee's not stopping it. Leeds win it back. Are you going to stop it, ref? If it was a head injury, you'd stop it. He's writhing around on the floor. Put it out, you shithouses. You're already 1-0 up. They've put it out. Okafor's gone down. I missed it, guys. I'll be honest with you. Okafor's on the deck. Let's have a look. Outside the area. That didn't look great. See, with Minter, I think that's a good tackle, guys. What do you think? And that's all right. Guys, Oliver's a shithouse anyway. Michael Oliver's a shithouse. Well, okay, we'll go back. And Guy Fawkes, when you say it's not the viewers, I don't know what you mean, mate. Except we don't view the same camera, mate. I'm not displaying the same camera as you, mate. I've got my own camera. How is Connor seeing the game? Connor's seeing the game. She's seen. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Ball played over the top. Bogle gets muscled. Kariaglu gets told to get up. Well done. Referee's actually done a decent job there. Ball played for. Come on, Leeds. Kariaglu. Oh God. Welbeck. Leeds dive in, win it back. Tanaka got to keep hold of it. Okafor got to keep hold of it. Can you release? You have done. No, can we get there? No. But it's Aronson up against Dunk. Come on. Let's be serious. Throwing Leeds. Guys, there's 1.2k of you in the building. Please slap a like on the video. Thank you so much. Okafor. Looks good. Aronson, give it. Eventually gives it after 6 touches and slowing the Leeds attack down. Rodon. Leeds have got nothing on that right side, mate. Tanaka. Leeds playing so much better since the goal. It's so annoying. So annoying how we're playing on a different level to what we were before the goal. Before the goal was just, I'll be honest with you, I get it because it's conservative, but it was pathetic. We're so respectful. They had about 5 shots in 10 minutes. And we're trying to exert ourselves on the game a little bit now. Brighton are looking at this counter-attack now. Whereas Leeds are just trying to keep the ball. You've got to make moves at some points. You've got to make some incisive moves. Rodon. There's time in the midfield, you know. They're dropping off. They are dropping off. There's time in the midfield for Leeds. Longstaff's on the ball here. Longstaff. Good ball. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, heavy touch, but still has it. Ampadu. Tanaka. Fucking hell. Where's the winger? Where's Okafor? I'm Purdue. Lee's trying to look for holes here, trying to look for space. Let's not go all the way back to Perry. Beal. Leeds trying to find some space here. Tanaka. Beal. Beal. Goodmanson. We're going to go all the way fucking back after having all this possession. Tanaka. Aronson. Tanaka. Leeds have just got a lot of the ball. We're struggling to find the pockets at this point, guys. So you can imagine what that looks like if you're not watching. Tanaka. Spreads it. Better. Okafor. That's what you got to do. Spread the play so you get the opponent out of shape. Okafor up against Vifa. Go on. He's done him. He's done him. Ball. Quality again. Goodmanson loses it. Longstaff wins it back. Well done. Okafor again. Ball in. No. Corner. Corner for Leeds. We're just lacking in the final third. We just lack it. Like we've got a corner now, but this is, I think, set pieces at the moment. Leeds have been brilliant since the goal, guys. I'll be honest. Leeds have been brilliant since the goal. We've been the dominant side. The crowd's gone quiet. Brighton are setting back. We're doing well. I think in the second half, though, if we don't score, they're going to come out way more aggressive. Way more aggressive. And we've seen when they are aggressive, Leeds can't cope with it. Saw that in the first bit. Longstaff ball in. Corner. Here we go. It's a fucking abomination of a corner by Sean Longstaff, who's not had the best start. And he's offside. You stupid. Oh, my God. So annoying. Sean Longstaff's been shit so far. Gets a corner. His first one was bizarre. He just decides to lace it to the back end of it. It's just an opportunity for Leeds. Longstaff decides to lace it into the box again. It bounces before it gets to the first man. They clear. He gets it back and he's offside. It's just brain dead. Football. Brain dead. Get your foot through the ball. So apparently Longstaff's consistency with corners has just stopped today. Just nothing on them. How can you go from what you were against West Ham in terms of just set piece deliveries to this? These are the opportunities we're going to get against Brighton. This is what I'm worried about, is just getting punished now after doing really well. We've not done anything really. Do you know what I mean? But we've done okay to at least keep hold of the ball. Fucking hell, it's frustrating there's nothing worse than from a corner. I find it the most frustrating thing. And I'll say, look, I'm playing tomorrow. If I've got a lad who's taking a corner, there's a lad who's taking a corner and he can't beat the first man, it bounces before getting to the first man and we're under the caution, I'll go nuts at him. You know, and as a professional footballer, there's no one pressuring you. There's nothing. You just stand there with the ball. You can't let the ball bounce before it gets their first man when your team's under pressure and 1-0 down. And since that corner, Brighton have just got the ball back now, you know, and they're building up a bit of pressure, a bit of momentum. Goodmanson wins it back, throwing Brighton. Welbeck. Biari. Minter clears. Sorry, BL clears. Always in the game at 1-0. As I've said, look, that's the context, guys. That is the context. Always in the game at 1-0. It's absolutely silent it down as well. Right, guys, what's wrong with what JJ said here? What's wrong with what JJ said? JJ, you a Leeds fan? If so, you need to be taught. Welbeck hits it. Big let off. Big let off for Leeds again. It's all literally since that long staff. I mean, Welbeck's got the ball. Why are we not closing him down? Why are you not closing him down? Brighton presses high because we're pissing about with the ball. And in all fairness, Welbeck, really good strike on goal there, just wide. Ref. Leeds free kick. Ben says, how have we been playing? Not bad, mate. Not bad. Not what I'd like us. I mean, we've had one shot, 0 on target. Brighton have had 6 shots, I think 3 on target. So it's not great. And we're just not great under pressure. So we've got to get the ball forward quickly or go route one. Dominic Calvert-Lewin does really well holding that ball down and then loses it. Dunk's doing a good job on him, to be fair. It's a tough gig, this, for DCL. Because once again, he's isolated again, and we're playing the ball up to him and him when he's with Van Hecker as well. Van Hecker's just a monster as well. He's about 6'4". Dunk's about 6'5". So at this point, you've got a real struggle, especially when the ball's played up and you're not looking to win those second balls because your wingers are too far. You're playing a 4-3-3. Look at what's on screen right now. You're playing a 4-3-3, right? So logistically, when the ball goes up to the big man, you've got to be winning the balls in and around the big man because the big man can't bring the ball down, control it, bring other players into play when there are no players in and around him. Aronson fucking loses the ball again. There we go. Back to normal, Brendy. I just get him off. Just bring James on or whatever. Bring James on. Get him off. Just on the ball in pressure situations, he's the worst player to have in and around. Literally oh my God. Beale, heavy touch. The rain's kind of affecting Leeds, which it shouldn't be, but it is badly affecting Leeds. Maybe it's a press. And Leeds have lost it as well, etc. Welbeck's causing us a nightmare at the back. He's really playing well. Really playing well. I think if Leeds I'll be honest, I think if Leeds are to get anything from this game, I think we've got to score in this half. Because I think they're going to come out very aggressive in that second half. Annoyingly, I really wish I was wrong, but it's just exactly how I predicted it was going to go. Exactly how I predicted we were going to go. Thing is, Jordan, I don't know who you bring on, mate. I know I've said James just then, but in terms of taking care of the ball, it's not James. But James will get behind their wing-backs. He will get behind their wing-backs. Fucking hell. Lucas Perry can't kick a ball. He literally cannot kick a ball. He's got to get better at that. He's got to get better at that. They've got to work on that in training. Lucas Perry plays the ball to Gabby Goodmanson, and he's pinged it at Goodmanson. He can't kick out from the back. There are shades of Melier with how he looks as well. I get he's better, but he can't look. He's a poor kicker of the ball. It's gone long again to Goodmanson. Tiny bit better this time. Okafor. Leeds lose it. We can't keep hold of the ball, mate. We cannot keep hold of the ball. I'm not sure we're good enough to keep hold of the ball in the forward places. So basically what's happening, guys, is every single time we play out from the back, they press really high and they're recovering the ball every time in our third. So we're not able to gain any sort of momentum. Because they're pressing it so high. Yeah, Perry's not the greatest. I think Perry's overall game is better. That's what I'd say about Pascal. I'd say about Pascal over Leeds win a free kick. Well done, Gabby. So what I'd say about Pascal over Beale probably. I think Pascal's the better overall footballer, but Beale's better at certain things. I think Darlow's a better kicker than Perry, but Perry's maybe better at certain things. Why the fuck are we going backwards? We just win a free kick. We win a free kick. And why do we do this? It's all about control and possession and this, that, and the other. We win but we get a free kick high up the pitch, and immediately all we do is go backwards. What's the point? There's no point. They'll just press us high and recover the ball. Leeds have got to be more aggressive here. Goodmanson.
There's like just a thing of which it's easy for. We're just panicking on the ball, mate. We're just panicking on the ball. We are a very, if you're good at it, we're very decent to press. Because I don't think we're press resistant. Tanaka, Longstaff's got to be quicker. Longstaff gets fucking robbed again. Longstaff, then he gets megged. He's having a nightmare, mate. Blocks it. He literally looks like a cart horse in that midfield in this game. Tanaka goes over the top. It's going to go out. Why are you playing it over the top on a wet surface? It's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good, bruv. He stinks of a second Brighton goal. I know you'll all hate that, but it's just, yeah, it's decision-making again, guys. I'll be honest with you. It's decision-making. Oh, Connor's negative. It's not being negative. It's just me watching Leeds United for the best part of like 25 years and knowing the pattern of a football game. And I'm hoping we can get back into it, but they just look technically way better than us. And their press is just killing us at the back. And we can't, it's not all Farke's fault here because on the pitch, you've got to make decisions. And we can't make good decisions on the pitch. Longstaff's having a shitter, by the way. He's getting gobbled up. Tanaka plays the ball out wide. No Roquefort. Chance for Leeds. Goodmanson on the overlap. Play Goodmanson. He cuts back again instead of going to Goodmanson. Jayden Bogle. One man in the box. There's no point in putting it in. One man in the box. We're going to end up going back here again. We're on the edge of their box, just for you guys who aren't watching. Tanaka is our best midfield player on the pitch at the minute. Amperdin, we lose it. And then we've lost it. Brighton have got it back again. And they're on a counter-attack. And here we go. It's 2-on-2. We're fucking shit at making decisions. Minter. Just wide. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You have the ball in their third. You have the ball high up the pitch. Make really obvious decisions. Play the ball, which is a little bit further forward, which is a little bit more risk, but play that forward because the risk is worth the reward. You don't do that. You play conservative, and then you get robbed. And then you get robbed high up. Fucking hell. Excuse my French. You've got to be brave in the Premier League at points if you want to get points. Tanaka's doing it, in all fairness to him. Sometimes they're not all coming off, but Tanaka's at least playing that long ball to try and get Okafor away. The midfield, Amperdin and Longstaff. Honestly, back, lateral, because they're getting pressed and they're not resistant. They can't deal with it. Longstaff's having a stinker, in my opinion. Belieber's all over him like a rash, and he's a much better player than him. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the difference. Perry goes long. Dominic Calvert-Lewin wins it. Aronson has it. Leeds don't win the second ball. Dunk comes away with it again. Gomez. We've had one attempt. One attempt. They've had 8. And once again, we're dominating possession. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because they look way more dangerous than we do on the ball. We're not completely out of it here, by the way, everybody. The midfield is just technically not looking good enough. I think Tanaka's by far the best midfielder at the minute. Which says a lot. God. It's because you know it's there for us as well. I'd seriously consider taking Longstaff off for Stack. Longstaff's really struggling. Fucking Bogle kicks it out for a throw-in. Under no pressure. Was it Rodon? Rodon, I don't think you're blaming, mate. That's your fault. You've literally not hit the wide man. You've kicked the ball out of play. Take responsibility. That's your fault. Dunk. Van Hecker. It's frustrating because we're in this game. But it's just bozo decision-making, which has been sort of like embedded in my Leeds United sort of mindset for the best part of like 5-6 years now. I don't think they're reading quickly enough how good Brighton are, but Brighton's style of play. They're not reading it. They're not downloading the information quickly enough. And that separates the men from the boys in the Premier League. They need to download the information a bit quicker. Dominic Calvert-Lewin wins it back. Brilliant. Okay, it's an opportunity here. Brendan Aronson plays the ball out wide to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. 4 Leeds players in the box. Plays the ball in. Back post. And Brighton win it again. I've got no words. Now they're coming away, and now it's 4v4. Leeds win it back. Poor from Belieber. Tanaka, let's go forward quicker. But fucking Ampadu! Ampadu gives it straight back to Brighton when it's 4-on-4 the other way. It's as if we're like 3-0 down. I know some of you guys will be like, Connor, you know, it's just the sloppiness. The sloppiness of when we've got an opportunity is just outrageous. It's outrageous. Ampadu and Longstaff are cracking under this press. I think Tanaka's doing a really good job. Rutter's getting a hell of a lot of the ball as well, by the way. Beale, Leeds clear it. Ampadu, oh, brilliant. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Okafor, now decisions. Can we make good decisions? Okafor, oh, he's playing it into Aronson. Aronson! Honestly, we couldn't score in a brothel today. Aronson did well there. Great block over the bar. Leeds' best chance of the half. Okafor's like our only threat, really. Aronson. Is it a good ball from Aronson? Because it's like, do you expect him to go there? And it comes off Van Hecker. Corner Leeds. Come on, Sean. If he delivers a poor ball in here, just get him off the pitch. He's not dealt with the midfield anyway. Oh, get him off. Fucking get him off. Get him off the pitch. Genuinely, get Stack on, get Longstaff off. Get Longstaff off. Get him off set pieces now. He's approaching it. How he's approaching it. He's literally going up to the free kick going like this. He's going. Do you fancy putting a bit of energy in it, a bit of vigor? Do you fancy taking a bit of a run up to the free kick if you can only hit the first man? This is literally the way we're going to score in this game via set pieces. He's over it again. Can you deliver a ball into the box? Let's get 1 out of 5 now. Come on, big lad. Let's have a good one in. Ball in. Get him off. Straight to the keeper. He is literally inhibiting our play. Get him off for Stack. Get Stack on. Longstaff's been absolutely shit this half. And I'm not having to go at him as a person. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm not having to go at him. With the Brighton press, he struggled with it. Set pieces, when that is the area of which we're getting the full team up the pitch and we're able to dominate Brighton, hopefully, in those phases. Set piece is so important. Longstaff has been crap. Absolutely crap. I'd make 2 changes at half time. In fact, I think Aronson's been okay. Believe it or not, you guys won't expect me to say that. There's points in this game. I think Brendan Aronson's been okay. This is exactly how I thought the game would go. So this is frustrating for me because it's exactly how I thought the game would go. If you watch the preview, knew Welbeck could probably get on the end of something like he always does against us and does really well against us. Thought they'd dominate the game for the first 20, 30 minutes. Can we be conservative in that moment in time? They scored within 10 minutes. And I thought we'd come into the game after 30 minutes, and that's what kind of happened. Leeds have had half chances. We've had 1 shot on goal. My substitution at halftime would be I cannot believe the ratings are giving him a 6.9. I don't know what they look at. Some of the ratings, I have no idea. They're giving Sean Longstaff our best player. He's been our worst player. I'd get Longstaff's on. Oh my God, the ratings. How can a data provider ratings? I might message the guys and be like, what are you talking about? Longstaff needs to come off. Stack comes on. And that will be my change at halftime. Nah, Robbie, I completely agree with you. Nah, disagree, mate. I think honestly, mate, I think Al Tanaka's been all right under a press. He's the only one who's playing long balls, mate. He's playing the long overarching balls, the crossfield balls to Okafor, which is helping us in transition. And he's actually trying to hit Dominic Calvert-Lewin. The rest of the midfield, Ampadu and Longstaff, are shitting themselves under pressure. They go backwards or they lose the ball. And this is what I always say about Tanaka. Technically, he's our best player because he's press resistant. He gets the ball on his back foot. Don't get me wrong, he'll get robbed a couple of times. But in that first half, Longstaff's been robbed about 4 or 5 times. He cannot deal with either Belieber or Ayari pressing him. Can't do it. And this is what I'm saying. Energy, endeavour, passion, brilliant with Longstaff. He's given us a little bit of surprise when it's come to technical level. Of course he has, definitely. But he's nowhere near on the same level, technically, as Ampadu. Nowhere near on the same level, technically, as Stack. No, not a chance. Brilliant with all the thunder, the blood, the guts. Excellent. But that half, it just shows the levels. You know, he's not just... No, for me, you've got to get Longstaff off at halftime, get Stack off. But they've got to start being braver. They've got to start being braver at points. We got into the game after it a little bit, after they'd scored and stuff like that. But the problem is, guys, because what we always try to do as a football team, this is evidently instilled in the team. We'll go into this in the match reaction, but by Farker, it's instilled in Leeds United to have possession consistently. So if you have to go back, it's fine. And I get that in football, it's a thing. But the thing that frustrated me at points in that first half was Leeds have options. We have options to go forward. Goodmanson will have the ball. Okafor will invert. Give it to Okafor. I know there's a player on him, but you know that he can bypass that press. That's the risk, which is worth the reward. Instead, Goodmanson will go back to Beal or go back to Perry. Perry, who cannot play out from the back, which we're learning now, aren't we? Okay. So let's do that. And this is where the funneling of the Brighton press is very good because it funnels you to go forward. But I do think beyond their fullbacks, we've had success. We've had relative success in that first half. But it's all about the football IQ. It's all about the concentration. Sometimes with these Leeds players, they rush. They don't take the time, okay? And believe in themselves and trust themselves. And that's the most frustrating thing at points. You know, that goal is so disappointing to concede inside 10 minutes, for goodness sake. You know? But Pad says, love you. Why we are for our own enemies. Longstaff worst player on the pitch. So unconfident. Take him off. Yeah, mate. He's got to come off. Ragey after that. Look, they're a good team. Let's be honest. They're a good team, Brighton. There's ways we can get at them, though. They've not been beaten at home since February. That's another thing to bear in mind. But that first 20 minutes, we were so respectful. It was unbelievable. Now, look, you're looking at the goal there. Goodmanson gets dragged out. Mints a lovely ball over the top. V. I don't know what the fuck Perry's doing. If Perry maintains there, he might be able to close that space down a little bit more. No one's anywhere near Welbeck when he pulls off as well. But if you just look at the goal, ball chipped over, Vifa's in, fair enough, still defendable there. No one's near. Perry's in no man's land, and no one's near Danny Welbeck. So you're looking at the centre-backs, you're also looking at Perry, because Perry hesitated. He stopped. He can't stop. You've got to take him out. And you take him out, you give a penalty away. It's not the worst thing. But yeah. But they will come out firing. Herzler will not like that second half of the second half. He won't like that. So they are going to come out firing. Guys, I'm just going to go for a quick little break. I'll be back in just a second. Cheers.
We're proud to be partnered with straight away. Jack Harrison here. Jack Harrison bringing the ball forward. He's played it into Pablo Hernandez, edge of the area. Hernandez goes for goal! What a start to the game! 17 seconds.
Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, they've already had an opportunity, which is good. Good to see. But yeah, Leeds. I think I've had a quick look at what the consensus online as well, and it all feels very similar. Like it's Leeds we're passing out from the. I think the confusion is we're passing out from the back against one of the best presses in the division, which I don't quite understand. I don't know if you guys feel the exact same, but you're passing out. Why not just go long and try get players in around Dominic Calvert-Lewin? And I don't get that. I don't understand it. But Farker's clearly asking them to pass out from the back, and there's clearly instruction as well to go from Perry into the midfield and then to get it out wide. But we're not good enough to get around their press. It's that simple. We're just not good enough. So I don't know what to say. If we're continuing doing that, we're going to get killed. Anyway, they have the ball here. Rutter goes for goal, and he's missed by an inch. Yeah, he's getting a lot of the ball, Rutter. Looking good as well. It was a good effort. Yeah, Longstaff's not off. Nah, of course he's not. Of course he's not. Yeah, the looks almost like Brighton are going to something a little bit different here as well, because that's a bit of pragmatism from their manager. I think I was saying this on a tweet. I just get so frustrated with the same fucking game at Brighton every single time. We'll be here in 20 years' time saying the exact same thing. Just frustrates the life out of me. Like, are we not good enough as like a team to just make it difficult for them? I know it's been February, and they've not been beaten since then. But a lot of teams will have got more joy at Brighton than what we have. We've not scored a goal at the Amex in like 7-8 appearances. 7-8 appearances. We've not scored a goal, and they've kept one clean sheet in 21, which I saw at halftime. One clean sheet in 21, and I'll be honest with you guys, it just doesn't look like we're going to score. I hope I'm wrong, but it just stinks of a 2-0 Brighton, like it was I think last time we were in the Premier League down there. 2-0, easy. Minter puts the ball in, headed out by Joe Rodon. Aronson. And I think this is why I worry about the mid-bracket games. Like, I think Brighton will do really well this season, but I look at like Brentford, I look at Palace, I look at, and obviously they're not mid-bracket, but Bournemouth, but teams in around the traditional mid-bracket, maybe, like Fulham, like it was, we just don't have the quality to be able to like do anything. Here we go. There's an overlap here. Corner Brighton. I mean, they've come out like house on fire. They've literally come out like house on fire. We've come out like dickheads. I'll be honest with you guys. We've come out like dickheads. We've just come out slow. It's not like we want the equal. Why are they coming out like this? You know what I mean? Why are they coming out like this and we're coming out as slow as it can be? Kadioglu anyway. Ball in. Goal kick Leeds. Playing out from the back again. I don't know what the fuck. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. Back to Perry. But we're playing out from the back. Perry. Oh my god! Then we go along, completely pointless. Good that we've worked on that in training, and Perry hits it straight to dunk. It's the exact same game as Arsenal in terms of like Arsenal were obviously way more clinical, but we're doing the exact same thing. Playing out from the back, bizarre. Okafor. Ball in. We just fucking plays the ball all the way through, and it's poor from. It's poor. I think it was poor from Okafor. It's a poor ball in. This is the problem. It's very championshipy. This. It's poor balls in, thinking we're going to get more opportunities and more opportunities and more opportunities, and we might do, but. All right, Tommy. Ball long, Verbruggen. We look like right now. It doesn't look like we're going to get back into it. Fucking hell, who is that? They've just been absolutely done. Gudmundson's been done by Minter, and Perry kicks the ball into. Perry can't kick, guys. Perry can't kick. Newsflash. And we're playing out from the back. It looked like I was about to say earlier on. It looks like we're surviving here. We're not like it doesn't look almost as if we're gonna try and win the game and we're gonna be a little bit more confident. Brilliant from Okafor. What a ball that is out wide to Jayden Bogle. Absolutely brilliant. And the wing backs are exposed here. Leeds have got a chance. Can we do anything? Fucking Bogle just runs into Bogle's had a shitter as well. He runs into a winger. Just brilliant opportunity. Brilliant. There's no confidence. They've not got confidence in themselves. They clearly think Brighton are this super team of which they can't get anything from. Bogle never does that. Literally never does that. Looks so lacking in confidence there. Brilliant ball from Okafor out wide to Bogle. Bogle takes about 3 strides with the ball and just cuts inside, and the winger just sorts him out really easily. We just look. I'll be honest. I just think we just look miles lower than them, and we look just almost like intimidated. I think. I can't. Yeah, mate. Longstaff been on a 7.1's unbelievable. Like I said, I don't do these ratings. Rutter. Tanaka wins it back. Can we find our men? Ampadu. Yeah, someone just said watch Farker take off Okafor. It wouldn't surprise me. And put Harrison on. Ampadu plays it inside. DCL. Does okay. Leeds still have the ball. Tanaka goes. Good ball by Tanaka. That's why you have him. Those long balls. Okafor, our main threat. Does well. No, he doesn't do well. Just the quality, guys. It's just the quality. I don't feel like we're going to score at any point here. It's just the quality going forward. We're putting in a lot of effort and stuff, but do you know what I mean? And I think it's like against these teams where maybe you can nick a point. You're down at Selhurst, down at Brentford. Can you nick a point or whatever? It just feels like with us, it's so predictable. And bless him, like I know he's done okay, but I like Aronson's another one. Like, can we switch up from Aronson to James? Can we switch up from Stack to some Longstaff Stack? It doesn't look like the manager will make any of these decisions because he doesn't, and he lets it play and play and play and play. But it doesn't look much different from the first half. Maybe that's how Farker likes it. Maybe he's just thinking to himself, well, we might get one opportunity, but I just don't fancy our odds because we're just not good enough going forwards. So having one opportunity, I think we need like 6 opportunities in the Premier League to be able to score one. But our XG at the minute, I think 0.24, which is the lowest of the season. So, oh, they're in again. Here we go. Kadioglu, Bogle's nowhere to be seen. Ball played in. Well done, Tanaka. Tanaka's done well. Shot on goal. Perry, I think that's their 10th, 11th shot. Really sorry if I sound negative, guys. It just is what it is. Like I'm not gonna. You guys all know, been on this channel. I'm not just gonna lie to you. If you're not watching the game, this is how it is. It's very, very predictable. And very sort of lacking in quality. And people will blame the board for that. We can make changes on the bench. We can make changes. They push their fullbacks very high. Stick James on. Longstaff's having a shocker. Get Stack on. He's our big signing from the summer. Can we hit the front man instead of playing out from the back? That is what I'm asking. BO goes long. I think DCL's going to be offside here. DCL bearing down on goal. Cuts back. And he's going, Dunk's bossing him, by the way, today as well. It's a good opportunity that for DCL. Gets it back here. DCL. I don't know what happened there. DCL had a shot on goal, just went wide, but I don't really know what happened there. Ball deflected. Yeah, so way a bit wide that. Verbruggen dived for it. If you're not watching it, Dominic Calvert-Lewin had a shot on goal. Verbruggen dived for it, but it was about a yard to off goal. But at least it's a shot. Nice for us to have a shot. See, mentality-wise, that's where I'd be changing it. So right now, I'd be putting on Stack and he is. There you go. Get me in the box. There you go. Stack and James. Manager McGilligan. Now, my conversation would be, can he not make these changes at half-time? Can he not make these changes at half-time? That's what I would say. Does he need, like last week, does he need to wait till the fucking 60th minute every time? Okafor. Oh, brilliant from Okafor. Corner Leeds. Well done, Noah. Now you make your changes. Get your changes on now. Okafor's been brilliant. Been brilliant, though, Okafor. By far, Leeds' his best player again. Aronson is literally offering nothing. There has been no... I think Aronson's had about 3 touches in the game. And Longstaff's still... Can we not make the changes now? Right, Longstaff, before you go off, and you won't go off with a little bit Tanaka, but before you may go off, can you at least put the ball on a Leeds' player's head? That'd be nice. Longstaff. Get him off. Get him off the pitch. Get him off the pitch. He's ruining Leeds' chances of getting anything. Shite ball in again. Brendan goes all the way back. Go Perry. Perry's on. Unbelievable. Longstaff, terrible. Okafor, get yourself on the fucking corners, mate. Someone who's technically good. Longstaff, 4 or 5 shite balls into the box. Tanaka can do a really decent crossfield ball. Can he do a corner? Beal, Rodon, Sean Longstaff. I'm really happy we did the preview and spoke about set pieces with Longstaff over him. That's great. Bogle, get him off. Can you make the changes now, Farker? At some point, can we make these changes, or are you keeping him back? Get your fucking subs on. Get Longstaff off. There we go. See you in a bit, mate. Off you pop. Shocker today. Stinker Sean. Really poor performance. I mean, look, I guess he's aided one. I'm glad Farker's made that. I'm glad he's made that because I was worried about him taking off like Amper doing. Oh, Tanaka's gone off. Right. Okay. Oh, best midfield player. Best midfield player. And he has to keep Brendy on, doesn't he? Brendan Irons has definitely got nudes of him. And Rodon's blaming everyone who's gone all the way home. I'm sorry I feel like quite negative today, everybody, but Aronson's still on the frigging pitch. It's quite sensational. So where's Aronson playing now? Just headless chicken position. It's just a fucking stupid decision. It's a stupid decision in my... I think Tanaka was doing well. Aronson stays on tonight. It's just mental. So you've got like a less technical player on the pitch when you need technical players. It's bizarre. So now I just see us retreating with this. Brilliant ball forward. There's a fucking seagull genuinely on the screen. I just don't get taking Tanaka off. Don't understand it. There's the seagulls literally everywhere on the screen. It is mad. Seagull just in front of the camera. Yeah, the Tanaka thing's mad. The Tanaka thing's mad. I don't get it. Stack, man. Yeah, Stack against that. Sorry, Okafor against Vifa. That's like the only route, I think. Van Hecker goes long. Minter. Oh, God. Up against Goodmanson. Does him. 2-0. Oh, God. Fucking hell. Cannot be arsed. So boring. So fucking boring. Fuck off, Leeds. Fuck off, Leeds. Shit bastards. Fucking bored of Leeds sometimes. So fucking predictable. So predictable. Literally can say it's every fucking time you can predict this team. This team is so predictable. They start quick. We have a spell of possession, bring subs on, and then they have one attack and go and score. Fuck off, Leeds. Literally, fuck off. Goodmanson gets done. Minter puts the ball in. Nobody tracks Gomez. Ampadu just stands there like a prick and watches. No one in. Why does nobody track him? I don't understand why nobody's on him. Who's on him? Why can he predict? It's just fucking whatever, mate. We're just not good enough. We're just not good enough. Cannot be arsed. So boring seeing the same shit happen every time we go here. Boring. Fuck off. I've tried not to swear, but it's the hope, isn't it? It's the hope. And Leeds United doing what Leeds United. Oh, he's brought Dominic Calvert-Lewin off. Who's he brought on then? Who's he brought on? He's brought, is it Metra? He's brought Metra on for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. What an incredible switch that is on the 64th minute. Fuck off, Farker. You know what I mean? It's like even bringing just Tanaka on. Off. Tanaka's just the best midfield player we've had today. Brings him off. Keeps Aronson on. Fuck off. Absolutely devastated. It's killer that. It's game over. Game over. And the thing is why I've been negative all day, because you just know it's going to happen. I can predict this in a nutshell. Just predict it. You can predict this is going to happen. This is why I'm not like 1-0 down. I'm not like, oh, go on. Because I just know it's solved. The thing is as well, like points here are going to matter at the end of the season. Against Palace, against teams like this. I keep saying that. And now we're waiting for a rewiring. Just end the game, mate. Just end the game. Fat referees going off. My head's gone. My head's gone. It shouldn't be the game where you lose your head, but it's just so frustrating how, like, you know, we're not going to score in a month. I'd be stunned if we scored. Stunned. Same shit. I think with Leeds, the worrying thing for me is, guys, it's just predictable. Mudder says DCL's done nothing, you mean? What do you expect him to do when we're playing out from the back? What do you expect him to do? That's the thing. Like, people get angry and they start throwing shade at players who they just don't fancy. The reason he's done nothing, mate, is because we're not playing to him. If you don't play to him, what do you want him to do? Come back and start playing DCM? What do you expect him to do? It's just absolutely, it's just ridiculous. Every time we get the ball, there's one player on the pitch who's good enough. Look at Aronson here, man. Look at him. Just a child. Just get the little boy off the pitch. Okafor does something brilliant, gets past two men, and then the little child on the pitch, who everyone's gassing up after West Ham, can't actually move through the positions, the space. The little child who gets all of the plaudits, gassed up to an unbelievable status because he plays against West Ham and does well. Back to it again. Normality after Brighton. It's literally the most predictable frigging thing of all time. Beal. Just look terrified on the ball and we're playing out from the back. Not had a shot on target all game. Look how risk averse we are, guys. What? Look at the ball. Look at where we are now. We're just terrified. Why are we playing out from them? Does anybody know? Well, it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin's fault. Even though we're still playing out from the back, it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin's fault. Chris, they're not one of the best. Like, Chris, I'll be honest, mate. I hate that attitude. I hate that attitude. It's such a defeatist attitude, mate. I just don't get why he brings off Tanaka. Why bring off Tanaka? It's all backwards, lateral. The only player going forward was Tanaka in the midfield because he's not scared. But we keep Aronson on. We're going to have to be bloody good at home. I'm telling you, we're going to have to be bloody good at home. Perry kicks it to Jorginho Rutter. Oh, my fucking God. Rutter's in. 3-0. Oh, Chris, one of the best teams in the league, though. One of the best teams in the league. Doesn't matter then. We don't defend. We don't just do the basics. Good managerial decisions, bringing Tanaka off, who was the only controller in the midfield. Fuck off. Cannot be arsed with it, Leeds. Oh, my God. Embarrassing. Circus defending again. But we can't do anything about it. It's the best team in the league. Can't do anything about it. Fuck off. Look at this. It's fucking embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing defending. All of you. Ampadu's been crap the whole day. Look at Bogle. Oh, my God. Bogle's chucked in one of the worst performances I've ever... Bogle's chucked in the worst performance. And Diego Gomez, who literally spoke about... Thank God they didn't add Matoma, by the way. Thank God they've not had Matoma. But this is world-class Brighton. We can't do anything. You know, we literally can't set up against them. According to some, we can't set up against them. We can't put in some sort of stringent game plan. We can't do anything. It's Brighton. So we just wave that white flag before we even get on the pitch. It's literally loser mentality. And that tell you what, that Tanaka sub's done wonders. Suddenly we've got real control on the midfield. This is embarrassing. They're just bullying us. Absolutely bullying us. Let's have a look at Brighton's results this season. Brighton results. See if they've scored 3 this season. Have they scored 3? Let's see when the last scored 3. 3-0 up. Fuck's sake. When was the last time Brighton scored 3 in the league? Let's have a look. In the league. May 19th. Good. Well, but they are absolutely. I'll tell you what, this Tanaka sub's just. Is this Tanaka sub killed us or what? Van Hecker. Still all over us. Tanaka sub's done wonders. It's embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. Chris, is this good enough for you? Is this good enough for you, mate? Am I on my own? Is this just Brighton brilliance? I mean, I think Brighton are a brilliant side. I really do. But we've not laid a glove on them, have we? Not laid a glove on them. Oh, God. At least Aaronson played good against West Ham, though, guys. Right? Am I right? At least he played well against Brighton. Sorry. God, this is painful. It's so predictable. That's the thing. It's just so predictable, mate. It's so predictable. And this is killed, by the way, you know, all those good things that we're looking at, guys, on average, the stats and all this sort of stuff, this has killed it. This has killed it. All those good stats, the recoveries in the final third. Ampadu's getting mauled, by the way. He's having a stinker in the second half. I don't think it's helped Tanaka going off in that midfield. Farke's had an absolute shitter there in the midfield. No matter what the FDL say to you, that's an absolute shitter bringing off Tanaka. .3 XG. We've been battered. Don't make that mistake. We've been battered today. Truly bent over against Brighton. Brighton have killed us, and they fully deserve it. And they're still looking to get more. Oh, just end the game, mate. Just end the game. Is that Aaronson? Is Aaronson now in? Is Aaronson in centre midfield? Oh, Rodon's gone in with a big burly tackle and given away a free kick. Looks confused. Joe, you've been shite, mate. They have absolutely dog walked us today. There are we if it was a life or death situation, Leeds going down to Brighton and winning the game, game over, lads. Game over. No point in starting. Oh, man. It hurts. Oh, what a save. What a save. Perry's made a really good save. Why are we not doing why are we not doing anything? Where's the reaction? Does anybody know? Is there a reaction? Can we do anything? Why are Brighton looking for a fourth and a fifth and a sixth and a seventh and an eighth? Why are we not doing anything? Where's just pushing up the pitch? The substitutions have been shit. Absolutely shit. As James, look, at the end of the day, like, in all fairness to him, the James sub hasn't been great either, has it? He's barely touched the ball. Dropped deep to touch the ball, but fucking Tanaka off. Tanaka was the most progressive midfielder, was at least linking the midfield and the attack and the midfield, and at least areas of the midfield, the other midfield, you know, and we're still playing out from the back. It's quite incredible. It's quite incredible. Aaronson gets it again. Pass the ball. Fucking on his arse again. Well done, Brendan. Good lad. Absolute championship footballer. Championship footballer. I was bringing James Justin on. Just end the game. Just carry the game on, mate. Just carry the game on. Ooh, Jaden Bogle coming off. And Okafor. Yeah. Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison. Come on, Jack. Get yourself on, fella. Good lad. Come on, Jackie boy. Good lad. Get your sen on. That's James Justin. I think he's having to explain. I hope Bogle's saying, are you a fucking idiot? That's what I hope he's saying. Ah, Perry, good lad. Perry boots it out into touch. Good stuff from Perry. Perry can't kick out. And he's got that sort of peacock straight posture look of Melier whenever he did something wrong and almost looked at everybody else. Perry's doing the exact same thing. Perry boots it. Perry can't kick the ball, mate. Cannot kick the ball. Yeah, FPL major, it's gone. Honestly, this is the worst my head has gone this season, which I don't know why. I think it's the playing out from the back against one of the best pressy sides in the division. The fact that we've not altered any game plan. The fact that we're bringing Tanaka off, who's our best midfielder. The fact that I'm still seeing Jack Harrison coming onto the pitch in 2025 against Brighton. It's the fact that we're not being brave as a team, that we're losing the ball. We're respecting them too much. We're not able to physically compete, which has pissed me off. It's all pissing me off today. It really is. And we're going to be the first side that hasn't scored against Brighton. I think they've kept one clean sheet in 21. And this will be, by the way, another clean sheet we've kept for ourselves against Brighton. And I think it's about 9 games. So, yeah, people can talk about how well Brighton do or this, that, and the other against every other team. We're showing them too much respect, and this is about the 9th time they've done it against us. There is literally a collage of times we've played against Brighton. We haven't scored a goal. We haven't scored a goal down here. The last time we scored a goal against Brighton was at the Withdean in 2012. We haven't scored a goal against Brighton in what year? It's 20. Is it? We're still in 2012. Not scored a goal against Brighton at their away ground in 13 years. We've played them more than enough times as well. I just always think with Leeds, why can we never be in a game? So just wave the white flag before we even get into it. Brighton corner again. Ball played in, headed out, ball out. Welbeck stood on his own. I don't even want to do a match reaction. I cannot be arsed. I literally cannot be arsed. Ball in the box again. Headed out, rode on. Another corner. Another corner. We look so shit. It's unbelievable. Keogh scored one. Bailey's boot camps. My God. Andy Keogh. I think I saw that today, actually. Another corner for Brighton, who are hunting the 4th. The most predictable Leeds United fixture of all time, Brighton away. Ball in. Back post, no marking. Goal kick. That's exactly right, Higgs. It's the nature of the loss, mate. It's the nature. Why are we passing out from the back? How good does he think we are? Does he think we can? Does Daniel Farker genuinely think we can play out from the back against a team like this who have such a good pressy system? Is that what he thinks? They've been an established Premier League side for the back end of 11 years, and they've got top managers. And instead of just adapting our play, he thinks we can play out from the back. Bizarre. Literally one player for Leeds at the minute, guys, who's half decent on the ball. There's actually one good player. Oh, Brendan Aronson's going to get 90 minutes. Here he is. That Metra sub's done wonders on it. God. Oh, Jay, should we have a group hug, mate? I'd love it. It's so depressing, isn't it, watching this? It's just so depressing. Just getting absolutely bopped, not getting anywhere near them. Nowhere near them. Like, this literally looks like an FA Cup game. This looks like where League... I mean, look at this. They're in again. They're in again. It looks like an FA Cup game. Is that acceptable? They're in again. Saved by Diego friggin' Perry. Ball played back. Saved by Perry. We're getting fucking battered. We're getting absolutely battered. Ayari should have about 5 goals. We're still trying to play out from the back, though. Good save. Yeah, great save. I'm not saying he's a bad goalkeeper. We just can't play out from the back with him because he can't kick the ball. Saved by Perry. He's had to make a few saves. This should be about 6-0. Genuinely, this should be 6-0. Did well on the first one. Ball played back. Deflected as well. It's a good save. Gary, mate, 100%. I'm going to crack a four pack open, mate, and just like, just go to sleep. I just get, stuff like this. It's when he smack your head against the wall. Rodon gets caught in possession. That one a foul, by the way. Rye says, with Brighton, I didn't expect to win, but we are good enough to have got something today, though, if you agree. Yeah, Rye, I agree, man. It's pathetic, isn't it? I mean, the game plan's all wrong again, away from home against the good side. I think Farke genuinely thinks we're good enough to play out from the back. That's what Farke thinks, because he's done it now against Arsenal and Brighton. He thinks we're good enough to play out from the back. It's hilarious. We're not good enough. You've got to circulate your game plan around winning the second balls in and around the front man. We're nowhere near good enough. And he continues to play Brendan Harrison for 90 minutes after one good performance against the shit that is West Ham. Ball played forward by Dan James. Leeds have got to score. Metcha's in. Metcha finish it. He's gone way too far wide. Fucking hell. Harrison, here we go. Limp biscuit in the penalty area. Over there. Leeds corner. The Leeds fans have gone home. Fair play to them, lads. Get yourselves home. Get yourselves home. Leeds get forward, and we just look like a. I don't know what do we look like here when we get Metcha. Metcha. He literally narrows his own angle. He's through on goal and then takes it further out wide to narrow his angle even more. No pressure. He literally narrows his own angle. At some points it's baffling. Ball played into the box, header. Aronson, but Leeds give away a free kick. God, well, this is such a great performance, Leeds, and Rodon's down it again. We have been battered. Fair play to Brighton. Battered us. Is what it is. What are the other scores around us? Let's have a look at that. Forest 2-2s. They're probably going to get out of it. Fulham are beating Wolves 3-0, which is good. Burnley are losing, which is good. Leeds getting battered, which means that what's the scores tomorrow? Tomorrow we've got West Ham's the only one really which we care about. So if it is what it is, then that's fine. But people who I was slightly encouraged just because it's Leeds playing in general, but we were never going to get anything here. And FYI, I actually don't think we'll get anything against Forest. So I am kind of looking at it and thinking, I don't know where that I mean, what are our next fixtures? Where are we going to get something from? Let's have a look. Fixtures. This is going to be, the second time they keep a clean sheet as well, which is good, Brighton. Leeds breaking records again. So we've got Forest away. Honestly, don't think we'll win that. I just don't think we will. Villa at home. City away. Chelsea at home. Liverpool at home. Maybe Brentford, we can get something. Maybe Palace, we could nick a point at home. I'm looking at genuinely 14th of December. And then you've kind of got 14th to the 21st where we might be able to get something. Then it gets into Liverpool, Man United territory again. But yeah, up until that point, I'm a little bit worried, not going to lie. Yeah, I think Forest, like at the end of the day, Forest have beaten Porto at home. Forest home form will keep them up. You know what I mean? Forest home form will keep them up 100%. Like, are we really good enough? to go and beat Forest on their own patch. I don't think we are. Playing fucking Aronson for 90 minutes. That'll happen as well. Lucas says, are we getting a video with Gabe tomorrow? Mate, he's out of it at the minute. He's out of it. He's just he's struggling at the minute. So you'll get ups and downs tomorrow, but yeah, I can't. Yeah, I think he's struggling with a few bits personally, so I can't get that. It's hard. It's hard, guys. This is welcome to YouTube. Welcome to YouTube. There's been like naturally we have the Patreon, and like Oscar's been struggling the last couple of weeks. Gabe's been struggling for the past week, and then probably the next couple of weeks as well. Brownie struggled at the very beginning of the season for about 3 or 4 weeks. You can't do anything. I can't do anything. So I know you guys love these shows. I completely understand it, but it's per day stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's figuring it out. Like I can't do anything about that. It is what it is. Yeah, exactly, Lucas. No, he's all right, mate. He's all right. Yeah, Lucas, I don't think there's... sorry, Lucas, LUFC. I don't think there's going to be a lot of ups, mate. Swanee says we can't score Peru on the bench. Got a golden boot. Like Swanee, if Peru gets killed in this game as well, mate. He gets killed in this game. Swanee, we're playing the ball out from the back, mate, and we can't hit the striker playing it out from the back. So if you go long, what chances Peru got? So he's never going to get in around the look. You see championship defenses, and then you see this lot. But we've just, I think we've been a little bit too respectful of them today, like we were with Arsenal. It's why we're not going to get many points on the road. So our max points we're going to get is probably about 2 wins. But Peru don't do anything today, though, Swanee. Honestly, mate, we're trying to find answers, but he didn't do anything today. But yeah, it's disappointing because I was looking at the block of games and I was looking at Burnley, West Ham, and Brighton. I said 6 points initially, and then I looked at the 4. Bearing in mind for Opta, we had the 5 easiest to get. We had the second easiest run. Second easiest run. I know everybody got giddy after West Ham, but you got to win games in the Premier League. Got to win games to stay up, guys. Honestly, it was like we won the frigging FA Cup when we beat Brighton to some people I was seeing in here. Not in here, but in general. We've beaten West Ham, lost to Burnley, lost to Brighton, and against Burnley and Brighton we haven't scored a goal. So on the road, we're shit at the minute. We're shit on the road. So our home form it feels like it's gonna keep us up. But you need points on the road. Corner Leeds. But that was it was the from what? Tottenham, we had the 5th easiest run. We've lost to Tottenham, lost to Burnley, lost to Brighton. And we've beaten West Ham 2-1 at home. Stuff like that, it's just you've got to pick up more wins than that. Lucas says Jack has been decent. He's not been decent, mate. We've conceded 3 goals at the back. He's part of the back line, pal. It's part of the back line. He can't be playing decent. They've conceded 3 goals. Corner, ball in. Good ball in, headed out. We've won nothing in their box either today, by the way. They've physically battered us. Aronson turns, goes all the way back. Fucking Aronson, mate. Aronson. Aronson and Harrison on the pitch. I cannot believe. I mean, if we stay up, it'll be a miracle. Be an absolute miracle. Why is no one having a shot? Why is no one shooting? You're 3-0 down. Stat gets an opportunity to shoot and passes it back to Brendan Aronson. It's unbelievable. Oh God. Yeah, we've been battered. Absolutely battered. And fair play, Brighton. It's probably their best performance of the season. Their best performance of the season. So fair play. Thoughts on Beale? He's been all right. I do think you lose quite a bit with Strauch in terms of passing out from the back and building up. But yeah, he's all right. He looks okay. We'll get more of your thoughts on the instant match reaction, everybody. Make sure you come along. Fun and games. Godfather of the soul, mate. Oh, God. Hilarious. I can look at your channel, mate. Don't forget that. Right, guys. I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. Thank God that's over, Chris Allen. I know, mate. Thank the bloody Lord. We'll be here for the instant match